Spaghetti squash disaster unleashed. So, picture this, it's a calm Tuesday evening, and I've decided to cook a simple spaghetti dinner for myself and my roommate, Dave. You know, the kind of meal where you just want to relax and slurp up some noodles while catching up on the latest episode of whatever show we're binge watching. Everything was going according to plan until Dave, who has a history of peculiar culinary ideas, waltzed into the kitchen with a spaghetti squash and declared it the ultimate serving dish. I should have known right then and there that things were about to spiral out of control. Dave, with the enthusiasm of a kid who just discovered chocolate-covered bacon, insisted that the squash was not only a healthier choice but also a more Instagrammable option. I rolled my eyes but decided to humor him. So, there we were, hollowing out this massive gourd, while the pasta sat patiently in the pot, waiting to fulfill its destiny. I have to admit, it was kind of fun at first, carving out the insides like a couple of crazed pumpkin artists. But it quickly became evident that the squash had plans of its own. The more we scooped, the more it seemed to regenerate, like some kind of culinary hydra. As the clock ticked on, our kitchen started to resemble a squash crime scene, with strings of spaghetti squash guts strewn across the counter and floor. It was like we had unleashed a squash tornado. Meanwhile, the pasta, the true star of the show, was abandoned, growing cold and sticky, much like my patience. But Dave was undeterred. He was on a mission, claiming that we were mere moments away from culinary genius. I, on the other hand, was contemplating the logistics of moving out and letting him live alone with his squash obsession. Finally, after what felt like hours, Dave triumphantly presented our masterpiece, spaghetti served in a spaghetti squash bowl. As we sat down to eat, I took a bite and realized that the whole endeavor had been worth it, if only for the sheer absurdity. I looked at Dave and said, "Well, Dave, you've truly outdone yourself this time. I guess we can call this dish spaghetti squash catastrophe." And with that, we burst into laughter, realizing that our culinary disaster had, indeed, become the talk of the night.